Hello?
Hello?
Oh, George Utley, how nice to see you.
How do, Miss Wanamaker? You're looking lovely as usual.
Oh, George. You probably say that to everyone.
Just about. Looks like you're out with the welcome basket.
That's right. I understand we have new neighbors.
Really? Who?
Mr. and Mrs. Loudon.
Oh, the people I work for. You know, they bought this place.
I know. I came over to meet them.
Is that for them?
When I finally meet them. Are Mr. and Mrs. Loudon here?
Oh, yeah. Well, Mr. Loudon's gone into town, but Mrs. Loudon's upstairs. I'll go get her.
Oh, George, before you do, could you tell me a little more about them? Let's see. I know they're from New York. They have no children. Mr. Loudon is a writer of informational books, and they moved up here to Vermont to restore the inn. But what else can you tell me about them?
I couldn't have told you that much.
Well, what about Mrs. Loudon? Is she nice?
Very, yeah, and pretty, and cheerful. I think that's what I like best about her. She's pretty and cheerful.
You think you could get the stupid bucket to stay on the stupid ladder? Jeez.
That's her.
Oh, hi. I'm Mrs. Wanamaker. Your welcome basket lady.
Oh, dear. I'm Joanna Loudon. Please forgive the way I look, but we've got guests checking in, and I've been painting the room.
Do you need any help?
You mean painting?
Why, yes. I could run right home and get a brush.
Well, no, but thank you for the offer. Boy, when you say welcome in Vermont, you really mean it.
This is from the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Thank you. George.
You want me to open that for you?
No, I was wondering if you could go upstairs and fix the ladder.
Oh, okay. I can open the basket later.
That's okay. I'll open it.
Well, it's your basket.
Oh, this is so nice. Won't you sit down? You know, we are really enjoying it here. My husband particularly is thriving on the change.
I wish this town would figure out this is the 20th century.
Honey.
You know, I almost ran into another car right at the intersection because they didn't put a stupid stop sign at the stupid intersection. Oh, hi.
Dick, this is Mrs. Wanamaker from the Welcome Basket. She just brought us this nice basket of fruit. And I was just telling her how much you and I are enjoying ourselves in Vermont.
Right, except for that stupid intersection, we just love it.
I think you're right about that stop sign. I'd be glad to help you put one up.
Are you with the traffic commission?
Oh, no. I meant if you got one, I could hold it while you hammered it into the ground.
Well, that's very generous of you.
You know who could really help with that stop sign is my husband. He's on the town council. He'd know who to talk to about this.
Great.
I'll have him call you. It'll take me about 10 minutes to run home. I'll call him the minute I get in the door. He can take an early lunch and call you in 15 minutes.
It really doesn't have to be that fast.
I'll give her credit. She certainly throws her heart into her work.
I'm surprised she didn't bring a red carpet.
Yeah. If you can unroll this yourselves, I can have him call you in 12 minutes.
Hi, Leslie. I see Dick's got you clean up after him.
It's my job, Kirk. I'm the maid.
Right. Where's Dick?
Outside talking to some men about a stop sign for the corner. He almost had an accident this morning.
I wonder how many times I've begged them to put a stop sign out there.
Well, Dick's talking to the road commissioner. Maybe you should go out and join them.
I can just imagine what the road commissioner would think if he saw me coming. The man who's been hounding him, Mr. Safety Fanatic.
Kirk, you really haven't been hounding the road commissioner, have you?
No.
Hey, you don't have to lie to make me like you.
God, you're good for me.
Hi, Leslie.
Your study's all dusted.
Oh, good.
Hi, Dick.
Hi, Kirk.
Hi, men. I gotta get back to my cafe before I'm swamped by hungry townsfolk. I just dropped by because I heard you had an accident this morning. I wanted to make sure you were all right.
It wasn't an accident, and I'm fine.
Well, my heart has stopped pounding.
You're a good neighbor, Kirk.
Good neighbor, working on being a great one. Bye, man.
I'm sorry. You know Kirk?
Yeah, we do.
Good. Then I don't have to explain.
Mr. Loudon, I appreciate your calling that intersection to our attention.
Well, I appreciate your coming over so quickly, and Mr. Wanamaker, I appreciate your taking off the whole day from work. You and your wife have really been wonderful. I've never seen such dedication to a welcome basket in my entire life.
As road commissioner, I'm prepared to recommend a stop sign for that corner to the town council.
Well, if you let me know when that is, I'd like to be there.
That shows civic conscience, Dick.
I guess what impressed us is that you not only recognized that a problem existed, you offered a solution.
That shows vision, Dick. We could use a man like you on the town council.
Really?
We'd like you to consider becoming a councilman.
You don't think I should wait until I've lived in town a little longer, say a whole month?
Well, even though you're new, you're already a respected businessman in this community. You own the Stratford Inn.
There's a certain inherent responsibility that goes with that kind of prominence.
Well, I've never really thought of it that way. Actually, I have, but I didn't realize anyone else had.
Will you consider it, Dick?
Well, it can't hurt to consider it.
Wonderful. Well, we'll see you at the town meeting next week.
And you really think I could be on the town council before I met any of the people in town?
Oh, there's plenty of time for that.
The council's very important, Dick. It's the heart and soul of this town.
You'll be following in the footsteps of the great leaders of Vermont.
Well, I guess I would have that. I mean, it's really an honor to even be considered in the same breath with people like.
Ethan Allen.
And his Green Mountain Boys.
Thank God.
Hi, honey. Just gonna be you and me for dinner. Leslie's staying at school to study, and George said he wasn't hungry after he ate all the fruit and cheese from the welcome basket.
Fine.
You want to toss the salad?
Sure.
You seem preoccupied. Something on your mind?
Oh, today I was talking to those two guys about the stop sign.
Oh, are they gonna give you one?
Well, they said they'd bring it up at the next town meeting.
That's probably the biggest problem they've had to solve in 20 years.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was making a joke.
Well, I don't think it's funny to denigrate the town you live in. For your information, they asked me to run for the town council.
How can you run for town council? We just moved here.
What has that got to do with it?
You don't know anyone.
I know people.
You know 3 people. George, Leslie, and Kirk.
I know the two guys at the hardware store, and there's that lady at the stationery store where I buy my typing paper.
I stand corrected. You know 6 people.
I own the Stratford Inn. I mean, that makes me a respected businessman and a prominent citizen. I know we've only lived in town a few weeks, but Apparently, in that time, I've built quite a reputation.
You've already decided to run, haven't you?
Well, I mean, it's an opportunity to serve the people. I've always kind of wanted to do that.
You never said anything about wanting to do that.
I never said anything to you, but I mean, in the back of my mind, I've always, toyed with the idea of one day, being president.
What?
Being president?
What?
All right, I know that may sound a little crazy, but when I was discussing that stop sign today, I felt a real sense of purpose. I mean, that's the great thing about New England. Democracy it's so close to the people. I mean, if I were on the town council, I'd be representing my neighbors. People I know by their first name, like the guys at the hardware store, Dave and the other guy.
Well, I have to admit, I like seeing you fired up like this. It makes you sexy. Might be exciting being married to a politician.
Well, it is only the town council. But if I was a hit on the council...
You mean you'd consider going further?
Well, I think I'd have to consider it.
You'd want to live in Washington?
Well, actually, most of us live in Maryland and Virginia.
Dick, we just changed our whole life so we could run this in.
Well, I'd still keep a home up here in the district.
That means I'd have another house to furnish all over again in Virginia.
Well, I'd help with it.
Honey, how can you help? You'll be busy with the Senate.
The Congress.
The Congress.
Or the Senate.
And then I'd be constantly worried about your health.
We'll take vacations. We'll come back to Vermont whenever we want.
How?
Air Force One.
Oh, Dick, I don't know.
Honey, you're worrying about nothing. Even if I serve 2 terms in the Senate, it'll be 15 years before I could ever run for president, and I mean, I'd probably be too old by then.
Lots of men are president in their 70s.
It's true. You know what?
What?
I'm going to run for town council.
Just promise me you'll be careful.
I will.
Councilman Loudon. Good morning, Mr. Councilman.
Not a councilman yet.
Well, when are you going to announce your candidacy? I want to start bragging about you.
Well, I guess I should let everyone around here know. Why don't you assemble the staff?
What staff?
George and Leslie.
What, George went into town?
Well, then assemble Leslie.
Okay. Leslie?
Yes?
Dick has something he'd like to announce.
Oh, okay.
The floor is yours.
Leslie, as you may remember yesterday, I was talking to those 2 men about a stop sign on the corner.
Did you get one? Congratulations.
Well, that hasn't been decided yet.
Oh, that's not the announcement? I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Anyway, the 2 men, Mr. Dixon and Mr. Wanamaker, they like my idea about the stop sign, and they, generally they like the way I handle myself.
And they asked him to run for town council.
Congratulations.
That still isn't the announcement.
I'm sorry, did it again.
That's all right. Anyway, I decided to run. That's it.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks, and I know you're not just saying that.
Are you kidding? I'm really proud. And I'm going to help, too. I can make posters, and I'll ring doorbells. Excuse me, just a minute.
Sure.
I'm just tickled pink.
You seem really excited.
Well, I'm excited too.
Yeah, but you weren't tickled pink.
Dick, I want to make a contribution to your campaign.
Oh, well, that's really very generous. But I mean, your support is more than enough. I mean, I wouldn't feel right, taking money from you, even though it's only $600.
Leslie, you managed to save $600 out of your salary already?
Oh, gosh, no. This money comes from my foundation.
You have a foundation?
It's just something I've had since I was a little girl.
Well, what does your foundation do?
Oh, we send handicapped kids to summer camp, and we find homes for stray dogs, and we finance the Cousteau expeditions.
You finance Jacques Cousteau?
Well, not all by myself. He does have other supporters.
Like who?
Well, like France.
Leslie, you're a very special young woman.
Oh, heck. Mr. Loudon is the one running for town council.
Right.
So, when do we start our campaign?
Well, I suppose at the next town meeting.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to get something to wear.
Joanna, that's a great thing about New England town meetings. They don't pay any attention to the trappings of power. I mean, they're interested in democracy, not clothes.
You're right.
So when do you want to go shopping?
This afternoon.
What you reading? Did you forget about the meeting?
No, I'm here.
We thought maybe you remembered at the last minute, and that's why you only wore a sweater.
I thought these meetings were, more casual.
Do you want my tie?
This meeting will now be called to order.
Is that all the guys got is sweaters?
George, we didn't know you'd be here.
Oh, I wouldn't miss a meeting of the town council.
Hi, Dick.
Hi, Kurt.
Nice sweater.
The clerk will now read the minutes of the last town meeting.
At our last town meeting, the council voted $500 for new books for the public library, $6,000 for a new police car, and $1,200 for the repairs to the town water system. We also voted to support nuclear disarmament and the Israeli withdrawal from the Sinai.
They fought tooth and nail over that one.
Council will now move into new business. The clerk will read item 1 from the agenda.
Item 1 is repairs to sidewalk on Maple Street.
May we have the treasurer's report, please?
Repairs to the sidewalk on Maple Street will cost $850. We can afford it.
All those in favor of repairs to the sidewalk, raise your hands. Item 1 is passed. Item 2.
Item 2 is a new roof for the bridge over Hanson's Pond.
Your roof will cost $400. We can afford it.
All in favor? 2 is passed. 3.
Don't they ever discuss any of these items?
We've been at this since 1780. We kind of have it down by now.
3 is a street light in front of the drugstore.
$500. We can afford.
In favor? Passed. 4.
Drinking fountain?
$200. Can do.
Passed. End of agenda. Are there any resolutions from the floor?
That's you.
Chair recognizes Ollie Simpson.
The country's gone to hell. I move we secede. We voted on that before and it failed. Things have changed.
All in favor of seceding from the Union? Motion defeated.
You're making a mistake.
Are there any other resolutions? Chair recognizes the fellow in the sweater.
I'm Dick Loudon, and I own the Stratford Inn, and I'd like to request that a stop sign be put at the intersection in front of the inn. Because of the amount of traffic, I think a stop sign is warranted. from my personal observation.
Excuse me. How much will it cost?
$100.
We can afford it.
All in favor? Resolution adopted. Are there any other resolutions? Did you want something else?
Excuse me. When we were discussing the stop sign, which you so generously and quickly voted, Mr. Dixon and Mr. Wanamaker, they mentioned something about my civic mindedness. And
You get to the point?
well, they asked me to run for town council, and I'd like to announce that I'm going to run for town council. This is my wife, Joanna.
Hello?
I don't even know when the elections are.
We don't have elections.
Then how?
Anybody mind if the fellow in the sweater joins the town council? You're on.
I am.
Congratulations, honey.
But I didn't even get to read my speech.
And now, if there's no further business...
Wait a minute.
Oh, for crying out loud, Dick.
Do I come up now and sit behind the table?
The table is only for officers.
Well, then where do I sit?
Right here, fellow councilman.
You're on the council?
Of course he is. Everyone in the room is on the council.
Say, how about if Mrs. Loudon joins the council?
You're on. And if there's no more resolutions, this meeting is adjourned until 1 year from tonight. Coffee and cake in the lobby.
Finally.
One year from tonight. I thought you met every week.
What would we talk about every week?
What happened here?
Well, honey, I guess being on the town council isn't as big a deal as we thought it was. But at least you got your stop sign.
Yeah.
Do you want some cake?
No, I think I'll just stay here and savor my victory.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Everyone is really excited about you joining the council.
I'm sure.
Okay, no one is excited. But they did ask me to come over here and welcome you on behalf of the entire town.
Well, I appreciate that.
And to remind you next year to wear a suit.